Okay, let's bloody see if this works. Finally. It's been a while. Okay, let's bloody see if this works. Finally. It's been a while. Okay, let's bloody see if this works. Finally. It's been a while. Okay, I think we're back. Dude, I think we're live. We must be live. It's been so long I forgot how to do this crap. What's up, people? We're here. Barely. Okay, what I didn't like was the fact that there was actually black bars on the sides of the screen, which means I, once again, somehow altered the thing. Even though I haven't altered anything on here since the last time we televised. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. But it doesn't really matter because it's working right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, look, I'm in a freaking... Wait, does it not want to hear me in the thing? What if I do that? Wait, what happens if I do this? What if I do this? Want to hear me in the thing? What if I do that? Wait, what happens if I do this?
Maybe.
What if I do this?
I don't know.
Want to hear me in the thing? What if I do that? Wait, what happens if I do this?
Maybe.
What if I do this?
I don't know.
Want to hear me? Okay, now you're... Holy sweet baby Jesus. Okay, so now
Maybe.
you
I don't know.
hear me are extremely, okay, now you're like loud and
Loud?
like way in the background.
Oh.
Which is actually perfectly all right. I don't give a flying fornication. I'm just trying to get it right. God forbid. How many times am I going to test this crap? So anyway, guys, what's up? Hi, we're back. We're live. We're happening. We're trying to get some shows in because our summer break is over. Mark's life is like, you know, the government shutdown is shutting down the government, so he's got nothing to do better than his time to play a few rounds of golf.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. wasting taxpayer money, golfing.
I don't really see how you could be wasting the money if you actually don't get a chance to get paid.
Well, if they do it right, I'm supposed to get back pay.
Yeah, true.
So instead of having me work, I'm not working, and they're going to back pay me, and I'm golfing during the time that I should be working.
See, I don't get that.
So
I mean,
that...
what's the point of a shutdown if they're just going to back pay you?
That's... Yeah.
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 That's our government for you right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. Like, they can't figure anything out.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, so anyway, we're back though. We're live, and in case you hadn't noticed on the screen, well, this is a Paper Flight and More episode. We're doing this because we had no idea where we're going to jump in. We needed that though.
Yeah.
We definitely fucking needed that. So
Yeah.
at least that's still working. At least that's. I love the fact that actually sounds like a golf audience right there. That sounds like that.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Wait a minute. I forgot what they call that. What do they call that?
There's a golf clap.
No. The people. They don't call it audience. They call it the. There's a word for it. What the hell? What is the people that watch it? I can't remember what the hell the people are called. You guys know. You won't tell me.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a name for them. There's like ass clowns or something like that. I don't remember what they are. But there's something. Anyway, so that's what they are. The stage, the trifecta, the audio. I don't remember. Anyway, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're doing this show like this because we didn't know where we'd jump back in, and we'll get back into it. And you just missed us in all the shows because, like, well, some people out there haven't been able to put up a show. And no, I'm not picking anybody up. I'm just saying, like, some people haven't been able to put up a show. I have been like on night shift and sleeping all day, so it's just not been working for me. I'm okay now, which means we're all back. And NASA's is over there working on what looks like the database, in case you ain't noticed that. Although he had the little picture on there, but now the picture's just... Oh, there you go. Is it really that pixelated?
Yeah, it's pixelated, like yeah.
I mean, that looks like a Phantom Cirrus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Oh, it could be because do that one.
Is it scaling?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's
I mean, because you
yeah,
should be
it's
able to shrink the image down and still scale it right so it wouldn't be pixelated.
yeah, I think that's why.
That's like the same thing I was
But
just.
we can work on that. Yeah, we can work on that later. But
But
we
as you
got all
see,
the contractors in here.
yeah, but as you see, folks, it's coming along. The database is actually, instead of we're talking about the game, we're doing the game. It's coming along.
Look at this.
It looks
We got
rather
active.
hype.
We got reserve. We got retired. We can enter new designs.
It looks
We got
rather
active.
hype.
We got. You can change the status of your new design.
You know that's
You
right.
can. You can. You can do it all.
Why did it look like it just faded out a little bit?
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean like that?
Yeah, like it got great. Oh, okay. That's just the background right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is little techie stuff. So this right here, this white is a container. So this is a container on top of containers. So this is another container. Like this whole thing is a container. Like so, like the info screen itself. Then you got this container here that's got the information inside of it. So when you select this,
Mostly because it contains something.
yeah. So yeah, this is a gallery on the left. Gallery displays, data in some way, shape, or form. Um, so this is the gallery down here. Um, this is a scrollable page too, so we can make it longer if we really, really wanted to. Like if we added another section down here, like I can kind of get to it.
You can kind of get to it.
Yeah, I can kind of get to it. I got to play with it a little bit, but there's a little plus button right down here that's kind of in the way.
Yeah, it's like hidden right down, like at the very. What
Yeah,
the hell?
but I could add another section. I've just got to play with the canvas itself, and I could get it to show up. Because this is the main canvas, and this is all on top of the canvas. So I don't have this actually in the
Canvas.
canvas because if you have it in the canvas, it can throw stuff.
It can be canvassing.
Canvas, yeah. Because if you have it in the canvas, it can throw. Yeah, that's
Canvas is officially no longer a word.
Canvas, yeah. Because if you have it in the canvas, it can throw. Yeah. So, um, yeah. So I've got the containers here. I've got the. It says add design container right here, but you can't see it because it's hidden until you click new design. Then this whole thing covers it up, and then when you cancel it, refreshes everything and then puts it back.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then so if and then you can go back. We can select a different one, and then we can look at retired versus active.
It's so in depth for a change. We've always talked about it, but we haven't actually had it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, people, so there is stuff going on.
Yep. Banshees and SVAS, which we've got to work on something as well.
Oh yeah.
But then again, no, we don't. Because I thought about it today. Because not everybody like you have, you know how you do yours this way, but you also have this.
Yeah.
Well,
Why the hell did it say PL?
well, that's coming from this.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Nolan does not get PL. I know that.
Oh wait, no, it's coming from this. So that is coming from
The fact that the letter was lower, like that.
no. So
Oh my God! If that did that, I know why it did that, and I don't know why it's doing that because it shouldn't be doing that.
yeah, you have it as the con code here.
Oh bloody hell! That's a miss on my part. That's a miss. I shouldn't have
What
done
is
that.
it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be its own code because Nolan is not an offshoot of any aircraft. It just happens to look like a Nova and a Javelin hybrid. It's a completely different plane, therefore the code is different. So that just tells me that that aircraft sheet doesn't have the updated codes. Damn it! Either that.
Well,
No wait,
this
actually
one,
no wait, no, I'm sorry. That aircraft sheet does have the updated codes. I just failed to update that particular code. Remember I said I was going to have to go back and redo them after I figured out the Javelin problem?
yes.
Yeah, that's one of the
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
I
yeah.
must have missed.
Okay. So side note, what we got to work on afterwards, because this is just static data. Like this stuff here is just static. This is what I pulled over from that instance. We've got to go back in and we've got to go through and get these.
Nuts.
Yeah, the like the Hellcat and the Zephyr and
Oh yeah, the
a lot of
rockets,
these,
right?
they've got to be assigned because they've got nowhere to put them.
Right, right. I got you. Okay,
So they need to be assigned a contractor and a code.
okay. We'll just say they were made in China. Everything seems to be made in China. And
So,
being
but
fireworks, they probably were made in China. So it's really not that all far fetched.
but also, oh, I'll open the file. I don't need to open it. One thing that I am going to work on that I thought of kind of at this point is that
That's just fucking
when
scary.
um, I need mine.
You need yours? Okay.
Yeah, I need mine.
Well, it's easiest to work with yours first. I get it.
Yeah. Um,
The wind cuter.
yeah. So, for instance, um, when we go to edit, I am going to allow us to be able to edit the code if we need to. Like if we transfer the data into the database and something's like didn't transfer properly or somebody wants to change it later on,
Yeah.
it is going to allow them to change it. But on the new design, when it pulls in, oh, um, let me put that on here because that's something I need to put on here. Insert a text input, but I'm going to put it as
Okay. Actually, wait. Noblin is
um,
correct to a degree. The only difference is the P shouldn't have been there. It should be an S.
uh,
Okay. Noblin technically is an offshoot of Nova. If you want to get really technical about it. Okay.
so
I just don't know why
uh,
it was a P.
insert a label.
I mean,
Wait,
if it's
not
mine, it's
that.
going to have an S after it anyway. That's the whole point. So, Lottie freaking
Delete that.
da.
give me this.
So the one that says database, that I say database, isn't database because it's not database. Great.
Contractor code.
Well, that's not a problem. Well, that would be okay. So, yeah.
Contractor code. Okay, so I've also got it. I'm going to save this. I've also got it auto-populating the next code based
Ah,
off of the previous code, the last code that's in the system.
which
But
is
the
how it's
problem with
supposed to
that
be.
is,
This should make it easy for members to get in and do this crap.
but here's the thing for people
To
like
get in and do this
you
crap.
and for people, but here's the thing for like
To get in and do this
you
crap.
and OAE and everything else, they're, I don't know if I have, oh, let's use Powerhouse as an example.
All right.
So he's got different styles throughout, and he's got different, like some of these all have the same code.
Oh yeah, I see.
Aircraft is different.
Yeah, that's from Powell. That's from Robert there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, which I kind of gave him to help it out with the code sheet. Yeah. So okay, fair enough.
Um, which works, but in technically that does work because all of these are the RR, but this has got to go back and get updated correctly. But it looks like his is actually doing what I expected. So let's go look at OAE and see if his is different.
It's actually doing what it's
Yeah.
supposed to do. Okay.
No, his is. No, he's doing his. It's just weird when you're looking at all of them all at once.
Yeah, right. I see what you mean. Yeah, because it changes it the way it wants to change it.
Yeah, so it's so he's using his initials and then H. Well, I don't know why these are not going in order, but
Yeah, they are all over the place. What's up with that?
I don't know that because I've only got it filtered to his, so it should be.
And they are going in. They are going in proper order per rollout.
Yeah, they're going in like alphabetical order based on how he labeled his,
Right.
but they're not sequential in a sense. There's no I in any of these. But maybe that's the way he wants it. But I would need to know that um, that he doesn't want to use I because I have it going in alphabetical order.
Right. Okay.
But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to allow the person to be able to update this. Scape. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa! How do you get? Oh, I'm gonna say how do you get?
Yeah. I had to hit the button. I was trying to hit the backspace.
Gotcha.
To where you could update this if you wanted to update this.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, there's no real reason behind that, right?
Yeah, like it's just trying to make it easier so you don't have to type in everything. You know, you could just pull it in.
Yeah.
And something else that I need to do.
This is People. This is a lot further than you've ever seen the database get before. We're actually making some real progress here. So we wanted to include y'all and see where it's coming and what it's going to be like in case, like, I know one of the daunting things that make being an impact member. I mean, we're trying to just fly and create, but I mean, we're still an organization, so we want to try to keep track of stuff. This is just supposed to make it a lot easier, so it's a little bit less like work. Granted, we're doing the work right now, but once it's done, it won't have to be done
Total
anymore. So
number aircraft. I think that's a long. Yeah. So let's do
it's bad, but it's only bad for a moment.
250.
Wow.
And then let's take this, put this here, and then get rid of that. And then
Just
that
get rid of
number.
it. So obviously, if you do stuff like that, wait,
See, it's not going to allow text.
no, because that should be a constant number that's updated on a different screen, right?
No, this right here is total number when you put in the new design.
Okay.
So total number of how many did you make so far? So for instance, you're phase 9. Well, see, you're different with that particular plan is different.
It's true. It's true.
Ah, see, you make me freaking
Yeah.
think.
I don't keep track of subvariants because it's still part of the phase family. So phase nine, yeah, you might be able to tell, but I'd have to be able to tell first because normally I wouldn't do that. Normally it would just be, well, it's just one of the phases, so that'll be phase 723.
Yeah, no, no, I get it. Um, we're gonna have to do this 2 ways.
I knew. I somehow thought this was coming.
This is why it's taken me so long, folks. This is why it's taken me so long because every time I run into something like it, my brain hurts.
Well, this is all the nuances with corporations and stuff like that. This is just one of the many things, you
Oh,
know. I mean, because different people have different ways of manufacturing. So yeah, it's a lot of work.
so if this is a brand new design,
If it's a brand new design,
brand new design,
which would give it a brand new
not
contractor code, by the way, because
yes,
like the
yes,
bases
that
still
is
have their G from the original phase
yes,
one. Yeah.
yes. So this is brand new design. If you make 10 of them, even though there's 10 different variants, if you make 10 to test and fly different variants, you would put 10 here. So that way, when we when we do this,
Believe it or not,
my
we know what we're doing.
goal my goal is to when you hit save, it's going to generate 10 of these codes
Wow.
and number each one individually. So this is where I said that we're going to get into some crazy stuff.
We
And
do
I've
that
got I've
anyway
got a
because
lot more work to do
yeah, stuff just like this. This is what's causing the problem.
because we keep track of kind of the design itself, the rollout date, and kind of the total number we have. Like we just kind of keep track of it, kind of like out there, but we don't really have a way to know design, whatever plane number 732 where like we don't know where that one's stationed. Like unless we grab the plane and look at it. On
Okay, right,
paper,
right, right. Yeah.
we've never been able to track it. You know what number you're at, but you don't know where it's stationed unless you've got that on a different spreadsheet somewhere.
I
I
usually
don't
kind of
think
just
you.
remember. Well, see, I know because I put fin codes on mine, so I know where they're at.
Right,
And I've got
right.
most of
But
mine
that's
hanging
what
on
I'm
the line, so I
saying.
can just go reference them. But yeah, you're right. I
Right,
don't have them on a sheet right now, so
right. But and most of the time they're not on a sheet.
yeah, yeah.
You just have to reference what the plane has in the fin code. So the, something that we're going to get to in kind of the new age of database and tracking for this is to be able to specifically come in and number the aircraft, give it a like look at design number, whatever, your contractor code, and go look at plane, your contractor code and whatever. So this is going to give me the total number of Thunderbolts here, and then I'll be able to select a design number and go into detail from that design number as to
Gotcha.
where it's
Uh-huh,
stationed.
yeah, yeah.
So this is just giving me the overview. Hey, this is the code. This is how many you have. These are the places that it's stationed. Like these are it's going to give me kind of like and I'll start working on this too because I've been wanting to. So um, this is I need to put let me go back to this. Uh, Steal this label because I like this label and put
Fine.
it here. Um, and then I'm going to change this to contractor code. Okay. So I've got that. Then that's not what I want. Be this and paste it here. And let's just put it here. Let's just copy this and put this there.
What you're seeing him do is like most this stuff is happening real time. This is for real. So
Aircraft. Yes, I am updating this and working through this as we speak.
we
So
figured we want you to join in as we're going, like to show you like, yeah, our summer might have been semi dead, but we've been doing some behind the scenes work. Stuff has been
yeah,
happening. I know we haven't had videos, but we'll get back on track here shortly.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Because I got some ideas in my head for designs. I've got a whole but like just
And
stuff going on
and he
up
lost
here.
the
My
fleet,
brain is going
unfortunately.
100 miles.
So he's got to get the designs
I
going.
did. I didn't lose I can't say I didn't lose the entire thing. I found like a handful of designs that somehow managed to not be with the main fleet that I brought over,
Oh,
but
okay.
somehow in the last move, it the last two moves really like I don't know where they are. Like I know I packed them. I remember packing them, and I remember what I packed them in and how I packed them, and I remember where they were. At least I almost positive I saw them in storage at one point, but when I went back through this last time, I couldn't find them, and I was the one that unloaded the storage. Like I know where they were at, and I couldn't find them, and I've gone through everything.
Well, damn it. I mean, for real.
Yeah, so I did find a handful of designs, but and I built a few kind of here and there. Although Florida weather has been horrendous. I mean, I put up a few funny shorts. I think they were funny because I was gonna go fly and it's just pouring down rain.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Um, and the whole point of that was um, just to, you know, show you that Florida weather sucks. Uh,
Florida weather does
because
suck.
I mean, and yesterday and today, out of nowhere, I mean, kind of out of nowhere. I mean, we do have that hurricane way down in the Caribbean, um, which is probably causing stuff up here. But we had massive flooding yesterday, and just north of us, like like lots of flooding in places that don't normally flood. And then today we got completely rained out. Like it was just horrible. I was soaked by the time I got back to my vehicle today.
That's freaking crazy, man.
Because
Like,
we
yeah,
went out,
dude,
we
yeah.
went somewhere, we were outside, and it was just barely sprinkling, and then all of a sudden, like thunderstorm rolled in, and it did not let up, and
But I don't know if y'all know
yeah,
anything
it was
about.
horrible.
I don't know if y'all know anything about Florida, but this is the state of Florida in a nutshell. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
it's always like this. It's like he wanted
Okay,
to
so
move back
what?
there just so we could be in problems with him flying, because he know he can be able to fly up in that bitch.
Okay, so this is coming from here. Tractor tip is right. It's coming from here. This is the, oh, so it's not coming from here. It's coming from
Probably
here.
there.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
coming
for
from
real, right?
here.
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's coming from here. Yeah, it's yeah, that's exactly where it's coming from. There we go. Now I can see it. Take all the aircraft. Okay, yep. Yep, that's exactly where this is coming from. Okay, so if but it's also coming from the main. Okay, so if I go do this real quick, let's go do this and we'll test it and I'll show you how this works. So add column, it's going to be a numbered column. Do I want it on number column? I don't really like number columns because they're a pain to work with sometimes. But I'm going to do it.
All right.
I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make it work.
And you're gonna make it work?
Uh,
Gotta freaking hope so.
uh, no, I'm not going to do cancel. I'm going to do a text column. Number columns are a pain in the ass. Uh, total number of aircraft.
It's because we've had so many. We have so many of our got the members, and we've had so many in our history that it's just it is kind of
Okay.
yeah.
So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to refresh my data set. Well, first I need to go here. Let's go. Let's go here. Filter by this. And then let's go find this one. And I'm just throwing this on here for demonstration purposes. So
Charlie Bear.
137, let's just say. I know it's way more than that,
Okay,
but
sure, sure.
but I've got an issue anyways. So because I don't know where the fuck they went. So now I come back over here, I refresh. And you won't have to do all of this stuff like when you're in the database itself. And when you load the database, it's going to grab the most recent data that's in there.
Okay. Okay.
that's in the system. Well, I should say that's on the spreadsheet, if you will. But it's not going to be pulling from the spreadsheet anymore. It's going to be pulling from SharePoint once we merge everything from those spreadsheets over to SharePoint. So you'll use the database to update everything, and it's just going to pull the data from the back end where it's housed in SharePoint, which is just like having it on a spreadsheet.
Nice.
So
Okay.
we
Okay.
won't have to update the spreadsheets anymore. We just go in here and update here.
It could produce the spreadsheets.
It'll produce the spreadsheets if you want to have it in Excel format to look at.
Yeah.
But it'll also allow us to create real-time metrics and statuses like dashboard view, if you will, pie charts, bar graphs, all that stuff, like real-time data to say how many do you have inactive, how many do you have reserve, how many do you have retired, where are they stationed, you know, what's going on from a 10,000 foot view
That's
with
pretty cool. Yeah.
everybody.
Okay. Okay.
So it allows you to look at everybody kind of that way and see, okay, this person has this many bases active and this many are stationed at this base of this type. And you know what I'm saying? Like you can see that from an aerial view, but then if you want to get down into the nitty gritty of, okay, where, how many does this person have? And, you want to start looking at like, what do they have in development and all that other stuff. Like you can start looking at that stuff in the detailed view. So what I did was I just updated that. So now when I go here and I grab my stuff and I look at Thunderbolt, this is going to tell me total number of aircraft.
Well, that works.
Hang on. It says blank. I did put it on Thunderbolt, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah.
That
I
was
think you did. It
137.
looked like you did. So yeah, I'm hoping
That was
so.
137. So hang on. So let's go back. Let's hit that again. There it is. It just had to refresh. That's all it did. I
Okay.
had to get that. I had to get that refresh. When you're in edit mode like this, it doesn't. It like takes a minute for the refresh to happen because you got to get the collections to all update like they would like if you were live.
You kind of like everything else. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we're all used to waiting for something like that to happen. So yeah, I get it.
yeah. This is pretty instant. Like if I went and updated it right now, like it would update within a matter of seconds if it was live. But because I'm doing it this way, I have to manually update everything. So I have to update it here manually, and then I have to go refresh and update it here manually. Whereas once it's live, it's going to automatically update. Like once you hit the save button, it saves it, it publishes it to the spreadsheet, and then it updates automatically. So when you're looking at it, um, you'll be able to refresh and see it live.
The deep inner
Because
workings of how this is going,
yeah,
people.
yeah, because the dashboard is going to have a refresh button, so that you could refresh it at any point in time.
Pretty freaking
But
cool. Like
every
really.
time you click on it and go into it, it will update and have the most current numbers. But if you're in it for like 2 hours and somebody's playing around in the background, like updating their stuff, you won't see the most current stuff because you're looking at a static view from when you pushed it 2 hours ago. But if you hit that refresh button, it'll grab the newest data.
Now, see, yeah, I like that because
So,
it's like Drive, but a little bit more exclusive to us.
yes. And eventually,
Let's work for
like in the
me.
near future, once I get a lot of this built and ready for testing, then Sill's going to get we're going to make sure he has access. And then for OAE and POW and KIA and everybody else, we're going to make sure that they can all access it from their locations. Because I've got to get them, make sure they have accounts and everything else. Because I got to build their account into here.
It will be, yeah, much, much better into that. Yeah.
But once you
Yeah.
have it and you have the link to it, then you're able to get in.
Hell yeah. I like that idea, like I said, because it looks to me like, for me, it's a lot less work. So,
It is. I mean, I'm just having to manually do a lot of the work as far as like create the the GUI, the interface of it to make it to where we can publish everything. But the data itself is all going to come from the spreadsheets. Once we get everything the way it needs to be, we're going to get all those spreadsheets kind of like in their own little world. But once they're in their own little world, each individual spreadsheet, they'll all work together simultaneously. That's the beauty of this,
you kick ass. Yeah.
is that you won't have to update this in multiple places. You update it in one spot and it will update it wherever it needs to go.
I mean, ideally, that's kind of where I had it to begin with. I mean, that's exactly what Drive is supposed to be for. It's just sometimes, and I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I just like update the
But you
ones
have
that.
a couple of spreadsheets that do similar things but have different information.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whereas this is not, it's
Little
taking all of those
little
and
counterproductive to
condensing
what
it
we were
into
trying
one
to
location.
accomplish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving it an interface to be able to update all of those at once.
Right. Right. It was so much better, so much easier.
Yep.
And like you said, the key there being that the GUI is a lot more user friendly and more almost like you would say fun to use, a little less business like.
Yeah. And we can make it look however we want. Like I can throw like color schemes in here, and do all of that stuff, and we can have like backgrounds. Like if you want to change your background um of this form and make it customizable, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
can get it to where like if you hit the edit button and then you modify like I can create it like however we want to do it. Like this is so beginning stages. It's not even funny. Like
Well,
I know we've been in the beginning stages for a long time and we've talked about it, but like
this is
I've
this is
tried
what
other
they mean
ways to
when they
do
say
it.
it's like a clean sheet design. It looks like a clean sheet.
Yeah, like this is you know it's going to allow me to progress as well because I have been stagnant for a while, as you can see. Like 2019 has got my newest design. That's already behind the times.
He's been lagging a little bit. Yeah.
Which brings me to my point of doing this is so that that tournament that I wanted is not only going to be a tournament, but it's also going to be a way to build new designs. And yes, some of these haven't hardly been in the fleet long or like had that many built and they're already, you know, what is that?
Aging out.
6 years old.
Yeah. Well, only you
Um,
can tell yourself how old an aircraft is for how old the aircraft is. I mean, if you want the plane to be 20 years old, you can keep it that way. If you want the plane to be 5 years old, you can keep it that way. So
yeah, Vortex about to hit 25 years. Bro, that's insane, dude. That's insane.
It's insane that
And
you
then
kept it. I mean, like that you kept something. That's really cool that you kept something original. Vortex has come a long
yeah,
way. Diablo's come a long. Thunderbolt's come a real long way.
yeah, Thunderbolt, Spider, um, like the OG stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but
Well,
but
Draco's not in there.
they're all turning 25. Yeah, but Draco was a bus. Um, hence why I don't even know why it's not even on the sheet. But
We are
yeah,
looking back through NASA's history right here. That was when he was still Maverick Incorporated, right there. So
yeah, but all of these will are going to go through not necessarily overhauls, but definitely there's going to be some changes because even some of these ones from '08 are going to have.
definitely Black Knight, Black Squire.
You shut up.
Hey, he's just got some new things, new
Yeah,
foundations.
I've
We'll
got
call it new
Chinese
foundations.
menu paper in the next room specifically for some of the things that I want to build
Oh, do you have
that
any
have to do
paper?
with. I mean, I've got plenty of paper.
Do you got a file folder?
A file folder. What do you mean,
Well,
like a
like
Manila
file
folder?
folder paper. Yeah, Manila folder paper.
No, I don't have one of those handy.
Well, you
But I've
got
got
anything
Dodge
thick like that
paper.
handy?
I've got like Dodge paper.
That might work. Dodge paper. Well, Dodge paper. Yeah, if it's thick like Dodge paper, it doesn't fold too well. Can you make a Diablo out of it?
Out of Dodge paper?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's only like six, not even six folds,
Right. Okay.
and it was half a sheet.
Okay. Okay.
So you take it, you fold it in half, uh, top to bottom.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. I remember how to build.
And then you
Well,
cut
that's
it,
right
and
because
then
I
you
built Diablo NXT or HOT.
yeah. So you take that in half. You take that you fold it in half, and then you cut that, and then you have two sheets to make two individual planes.
Yeah. Which
And
used to
that's
be the
what I,
Phantom
and then you
Lightning was
fold
it?
it. Yeah. Well, that's how I made both of those. I used Diablo one way and Phantom Lightning the other.
That's right.
Just the starting fold was horizontal versus vertical.
That's right. I remember. I
That's it.
remember.
And then the wing folds were a lot different as well. But it turned it into a completely different plane by doing that. But there's a lot of things that I want to work on as far as those particular designs with different sizes of paper and seeing what I can get. I'm also not afraid to cut and do other things now either. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That helps.
yeah, I mean, for the longest time, I was like, no, I didn't need to fold it to be able to do the things that it needs to do without cutting it. But I don't know why I didn't realize it, but you at the time, even your phase fours, I think had cuts in them.
Yeah, it's true. Couple.
Yeah, cowple.
Couple.
Um, and then 5 and 6 rolled along, and then you had the STE and everything else, and it's like I was like never one to try to cut it. Like it had to fly as it was built. But now I realize like any technology advancements are not going to happen that way. I mean, they can, they're just slower.
They can, yeah. I mean, you just have to open up
They're
your
just,
world. That's all. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, there's
it took
nothing
me,
wrong.
took me
Some
30,
of y'all that
30
might be
years.
cringing at something like that. There's nothing wrong with being sticking to your guns. If it's one thing, it's like I don't want to use scissors. I don't want to cut. I don't want to make a hole. That's fine. But I, I am a tweaker. So everybody that's been in there has benefited from all the stuff that I've found because I love to tweak them and I don't care. I can be a purist about some things, but I also like if I think it's gonna fly better because I folded something else or cut something off or taped something on, I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on a couple of different individual like spreadsheets behind the scenes for these individual aircraft and pulling in some of this data.
Okay. Okay,
Not,
that's
I
cool.
mean, some of it's going to be blank, so that's something that a lot of you are going to have to go in and update once this is live. Like, I don't know where all 137 Thunderbolts are going to be based at, or where they have been based at, and all of this stuff. So a lot of this information may be blank when you see it, but you're going to be able to go in and edit based on the fact that you said you've got this many um, bases for Thunderbolt. It's going to give you the options. It's going to give you the fin codes. It's going to give you, okay, what numbers do you want to station at that base?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's going to give you a way to say, okay, I want numbers 1 through 30 at, you know, Cherry Point or whatever base you have. Like, you'll be able to do that. And then when I get the other side of this built, when we go into bases, see, bases doesn't have anything right now. I can click on it all day long. It ain't going nowhere. Once we get there, then it's going to give us a whole new. Oh, this is something that I was working on too. You can change your color scheme. So this is going to be more like your
For your stuff, the way your
dashboard.
dashboard will look. Yeah.
Yeah, the way your dashboard will look, and you'll be able to change the color scheme. This is something new that I learned how to do. And it saves it in there, and then you're going to be able to see your active reserve and all that stuff, and kind of go through it, and then get into detail with them, and then be able to update everything. Um, and then I don't know if I'm going to use this screen or not. This is supposed to be an aircraft screen. I copied the contractor screen, and then I was going to use it to like search, but I don't know if I'm going to do it that way or not.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay, okay.
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right,
Because
fine.
it's kind of something similar to this, to where like you'll be able to, once I get this working, it'll be able to filter down. Like you'll be able to filter it, but I gotta allow it for all, and then filter it down and be able to search. If you wanted to do it that way, you don't have to sit there and scroll and go down. It's not like there's that many that it takes forever to scroll, but when you get into the aircraft and the bases and all that stuff, yes, it will be quite a lot to scroll through.
Yeah, I
And
imagine
then the
some of these are going to be
roles,
really, really in depth.
yeah, and the roles are going to be not necessarily in depth, but it's going to give you kind of a rundown of each role. It's going to give you kind of the kind of like you did on the spreadsheet where it kind of labeled them by color, where like how long or the average flight time. I'm going to take that spreadsheet that you have kind of broken down for the roles, and I'm going to put it on here.
Okay, okay, cool.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this. I've got a new contractor button so we can add new contractors. Obviously, I got to build that out as well, and the information that we're going to gather to build them and put them in here. But for now. I'm working solely on this stuff to kind of get the main frame of what we want to accomplish built. Because I want to get the planes done, then I want to get the bases done, and then once I get a lot of that working, then I'm going to work on like the dashboard side and everything else.
Fucking
And
sweet.
then once I'm really done with it all, then I got to delete all the data and upload all the new stuff. But that won't take long. That'll probably take maybe just a couple of hours to do because I can automate all that. But yeah, I don't know. Is that all we had for tonight? Is that basically
Yeah,
it?
that's
Or
basically it. We wanted to retouch base with everybody, let everybody know we're back. Get this down and like show there's been working out here in the background, for something like that. There wouldn't be much in the way of flying, especially on his end because of the rain. Me because I've been sleeping during the day. Uh, I don't know about any creating of designs, but he kind of described for you like, well, I haven't. He has built designs. He's like trying to regather his fleet. He's got ideas, but no aircraft. Same with me, But like you guys kind of got updates about how many I had before, the hell started in my summertime. So other than that, no, basically that would be it. It's just getting everybody back up to date, up to speed, and letting everybody know we're back. So we can get some shows on the road here.
yeah, definitely.
Hopefully, this didn't come out too crappy, but this is the first one back, and for some odd reason, it's kind of like recranking a 1902 Ford. Like I don't know why, but all the bodywork's got to come back up online, even though we haven't touched it since the last time, so everything should be functional. I don't. I'm not going to pretend I know why it works that way. It just doesn't.
Updates, man. Updates.
Updates, yeah. I don't know why when they
OBS,
update, they can't just
OBS and
leave all my
updates.
settings alone.
Nah, they can't do that. Got to have updates.
Gotta have updates. Yeah. Well, that's where we're at. So
But we won't have that issue with this.
no, no, this will be like.
We are
Well,
going to
you did
control
say
the
every once
updates.
in a while it doesn't remember everything you did the last time, but
No, but that's me as far as adding new stuff in. And as a matter of fact, like I'm going to go in and do something real quick like this. I can go in and edit this, change this to 1, 2, 3, and then take out the 1, 2, 3, and then hit save. And I know I've got the most recent update. Something simple like that because it just
oh,
wants me to um it just wants to save the last thing that I did. So now that I've done all that, everything that we worked on tonight is now saved.
okay, all right.
So I know that for a fact. And it was already there. I just hadn't it technically was there before. I just whatever the visibility wasn't working, so I fixed that, but it was there. So it did save it. It just wasn't working the way I thought it was working. So it didn't technically not save it. It just wasn't working like I wanted it
It
to.
wasn't doing okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not necessarily a bad thing. Actually,
But didn't my
it's not a
internet cut
bad
out
thing.
the
It
last time
just
we were working on it?
yeah, yeah,
I think so.
it
I
did.
think that's what happened. Yeah, I don't know because of stupid weather around here. Oh, and the other thing that I got to go in and label and rename all of this crap too, so it doesn't just say label 2, icon 1, and all this stuff. And aircraft labels name, like this is not the name label. I've just recopied this one multiple times, so I got to go rename all this stuff to make sure that when we go in and work on it later, it's labeled correctly, so where we can find stuff from
Yeah,
an
that
editing
helps. I mean,
standpoint.
because if we did all this crap and then we didn't know the crap we did, yeah,
Yeah,
it'd
you don't
be
know what text input one and
yeah.
text input 1-1 is. I kind of do because
You've been
I
playing
built
with
it
it.
and I
Yeah.
yeah, I built it and I understand this system, but at the same time, like I still don't. I'd have to go look at. Okay, I know it's under the edit design container, so then I know that I've got to go under here, and it's one of these. Um, it's the total number of aircraft, and then this is the contractor code. but that's because I understand the design layout.
Right, right.
You trying to find that?
Once everybody gets a hold of it and
Yeah,
gets to it and do it,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They're gonna have the regular view to where they're gonna be able to edit just the stuff that they need to edit and work on and be able to view everything else. They're not gonna be able to do the stuff that I'm doing right now. So that's always a plus. Nobody's gonna have to come in here and learn how to manipulate this stuff.
Oh, that is always a plus. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this view doesn't exist for you guys. All this code and lingo and stuff, that's not, you guys won't see any of this stuff.
We're just gonna see the pretty version and get to input our
Yeah,
shit.
you guys will basically just see it like this. It'll look just like this. It won't even have this X bar, this X button up here. It won't. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me show you what it would look like.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let me
You can
go.
take a, yeah, we can look and see. Yeah.
I can publish that, and then I can come over here, and I can hit play. I can hit refresh and make sure that it's got the most. So it doesn't have the most recent. So let me. Yeah, there it goes. It's working on it now. See how a new version of the app is coming?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It'll let you know when it's available.
Yeah. And this is why also why I like to keep the version number up to date too. I haven't messed with that, but I manually update that. So this is what it'll look like for you guys. You won't see anything else except for this stuff. And then you come in, you can see your stuff, and then boom, you can
And
look
then
at
boom.
that. See how it's pulling the information in. And then if I want to edit, I can edit.
See, yeah, that's pretty hot right there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah.
So it's obviously going to get more detailed than that. And then we've got this right here. And then if so, it's automatically pulling in the next contractor code. It knows what it wants,
That should
but you can
generate a
change
little
it.
bit something different, kind of like that when it goes to RDT&E, because the contractor code might be like, if you're an RDT&E, and technically the code should still be an X. It should
Yes,
automatically just fill it to MPX. Oh, for you, for example.
yes, I can work on that too.
That, understandable, like some people might work their way out of experimentals really fast. Hell, we've done it ourselves. But
Yeah,
if you can keep track of it, maybe we can try. It's a work in progress, people. But yeah, that'll automatically populate because
yeah.
that's
We
one of
won't
those things.
necessarily be able to track it as far as like um you don't necessarily like have to give it a name.
Which is good because I never do.
Well, I yeah, you don't have to give it a name. You could just name it what I mean, I would give it something so you can find it later.
Right, right.
Obviously, like you can just name it ex ext or whatever, whatever you want to call it. Um, or you could name it the MPX 25, FY 25-01. You know what I'm saying? Just give
Oh
it
yeah,
something so you can find it later when you save it.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Like that's something we'll get into later, like under the testing part of it, because like you if you don't, it'll just be blank, and then you're gonna have to go grab it, and you're not gonna know which one you're grabbing. Because when you look at it here, it'll just be blank with a rollout date. It won't have a name. It'll just be blank with a rollout date.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. It's
So
gonna come in handy that way. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so you'll be able to say, oh, okay, I want to go look at, this one that I built this year, design number 2. So I can click on this one and then you'll be able to come in. And then from there, if you go to edit, you'll be able to, if it's a experimental, then you'll be able to change the name if you want to activate it, if you want to activate it and change the name and do like all that stuff. You'll be able to update all those numbers.
That's pretty hot. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll be able to update all that. And then, so it's not going to track it from the experimental name to the active duty name, but it will track the original rollout date, and it'll track the original total number of aircraft.
You got to understand, people. This is something we've been working on and talking about working on for a long, long time. This is like a pipe dream come true. We're trying to get this up there, kind of like
Well,
the hobby box.
and we always had trouble like keeping track of total numbers because like it was just kind of one of those things like what number am I at? Oh, I got to go look. Like or I got to pull up the spreadsheet anyways to try to guess and see where I'm at. It's
Yeah,
kind of one
this
of those things.
yeah, this could get us to like yeah, the numbering will be easier. The coding will be
Fin codes,
easier.
yeah, fin codes are going to be easier. Base codes are going to be easier. All that stuff is going to be easier because when you put in a new base, it's going to automatically give you what's available.
Hell yeah.
It's going to say, okay, well, it's going to look through and say, okay, you can't use the same base code as somebody else, so it's going to give you options to the base.
That's right. That's right. Like, yeah, so like if you do have a street address of 2649, it'll give you all the numbers that are available in the 2649 that you can use because we don't duplicate those.
Yes. Same with the fin codes and all that stuff.
And the PIN codes, correct. Yes.
Yep.
Come on, people, think about it. We're like the core. We're the impact. We can't like. I mean, we all might be different contractors, but we're like if we're in the core, we can't be sharing, or else it looks. Although I wish I could remember exactly how we discussed that when we you talked about like how we can have like deployed squadrons at everybody else's so you could borrow stuff. I thought that was the coolest
We
idea.
can do that. We will be able to do that more easily if you wanted to in here.
That could be really cool. I remember
We can
looking
add
forward to that.
that as future development in here
Okay.
if you want to,
Well, yeah, because
which
I
I
would love to
think,
be able to carry the code BA on some of mine, and I don't have to because you've got that base. I just remember that from my
yeah,
childhood. Bergstrom Air Force
yeah,
Base had BA on its fin code, so I really would. I always like having the real fin codes from
yeah,
USAF bases, and I've got a few, but he's got BA, and I like BA.
yeah. Well, what had happened was,
What had happened was,
but yeah. So like we'll be able to do that, um, and I think we'll be able to do a lot more fun stuff with this too in the long run.
well, I mean, even being able to change like your GUI, your layout, how you want it to look and stuff will be kind of fun in and of itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, like going on exercise or something like that, whatever the hell we do,
Yep.
that would be really cool.
Um, I plan on finding a way to like do like mini like fly off like oh that's the other thing like something that we haven't done in here yet but I've thought about it is like flight logs
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, you're right. Okay.
notes on the aircraft itself like
Yeah.
when you go out and fly and being able to put that information in here so you can see it easier. Oh, the awards, all that stuff. The awards will be able to be easier to pull too
See,
because
yeah, something like
you'll
that
be
would
able
be
to
really
look at
cool. Yeah.
yeah you'll be able to look at time frames and say okay who's eligible. That's exactly what you're going to be able to do.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be more automated. So it's gonna save us time in a lot of the other things that we do.
Freaking definitely me because I usually have to be the one that always input it, and I have to get y'all to input it. Like if you get the flight, like the flights, we have the awards for flights twice a year. But if you guys don't post up in the log about or videos about how the flights do, you can't get the award for the flights. So
It's gonna be the same concept here.
yeah, exactly. No, you're right, exactly. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
post it up somewhere or another, either by description or by video. Now, I mean,
Yeah.
when I originally did that, of course, there wasn't such a thing, or there was, but it was pricey. Now it's a little easier to do. So,
Yep.
and then of
Yep.
course, it could be put more to a universal vote, which I really like to do. I don't want everybody to think I'm biasing because I really try
We
not to
can
bias
do
anybody. But if you
we
post
can
a
easily
video,
do voting in here too.
yeah, exactly. If you post a video of yours and everybody says like, okay, well that one's pretty, but I post a video and like, oh, that one's prettier. You can compare it, and then it would just be a matter of okay, well now I'm going to fly it 5 more times. So if you can get 5 more flights that are prettier, then it's going to win. That plane might win because of that. Not just how pretty the flights are, but the amount it has. So that's always
That are
what I consider
consistent,
when I
yes.
already do it anyway.
Yep, that's something that we can definitely do.
It's a
We'll
lot
be able to
easier for
do.
the it's a lot easier for the other awards. The one
That's a lot of
particular one
work,
above
but
that, it's really hard to do. So
that's a lot of work, but it can be done. See, the thing is that people doubt me when I say this, but anything that we can think of can be done in Power Apps.
anything
Anything
that
that we
we
can
can
think
think
of
of.
that we want to do with tracking or like that, for instance, being able to post in here and vote on somebody's flight,
And
who had
perhaps
the best flight.
ultimately, of course, being able to produce and scan a QR code that you could put on your aircraft that would tell you
I'm
all
still
about the
working on that.
aircraft.
I'm still working on that too. I
That
still want to implement that in here.
that used to be a barcode, but now since QR codes have come to be a thing, QR codes are definitely a little bit easier to. Yeah,
They are. I just got to figure out how to do it in here or get it to link to this information.
right.
That's the tricky part.
Oh, in time, I'm sure this can all happen. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Big things are on the horizon, people. I mean, like this may not seem big, but this is big to us. We've been talking about this
Yeah,
for so long,
we've been talking for the last 20 years.
so long, man. This almost is like literally a dream come true. This is like we're trying to get this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, has it been? Yeah, it's been about 20 years.
At least, I mean, basically you had the idea when you got in and launched and stuff because it's not like databases were kind of in their infancy, but Microsoft Access has been around for as long as Office has been around, and
Yeah, but I started messing with Access back in 2000 and well, a little bit later. So I'd say it was like 2007, 2008.
yeah, I messed with it in 2001.
Yeah. I was messing with it in like 2005, 2006, but I don't think I really started messing with it and learning it until like 2008. And I think that's when, yeah, because I was at Cherry Point when we really started talking about it
Yeah, yeah,
and trying to get it.
and dabbling in all the freeware and like seeing if you
Yeah,
could
and
like
all the free stuff.
submit ideas to the like
Yeah.
open
Now
office and
this
stuff
isn't
like that.
free.
Yeah,
This isn't free. I do pay for this, but it's minuscule compared to what it used to be. And
yeah.
I
He doesn't
have,
just use it for this though.
no, I don't. No, I use it for everything. But I
Oh,
had to pay for the business side of it to get this.
right, right.
Yeah,
Well, it
so it's a
benefits
little
you
bit
in
more than what
more ways than
it
one.
does. It does because I use this for practicing for work too. So, but I'm using this as kind of one of my experiments, anyways.
Indeed.
but I've wanted to do this for a long time.
A long time, dude. For real. A long
Yeah,
time.
way too long. But I'm definitely here, and it's definitely rolling.
Now we just have, like you said. Now we just have the tournament and the flights to look forward to,
Yeah,
and
like
and the
yeah,
possibility of a one a days again. Not exactly one a days, but one a days again.
yeah. I mean, that's definitely gonna be a thing, and I think I want to try to record that too.
That
But
would be
I,
really cool. We never did do that.
yeah, but I think what I'm gonna do is dedicate a month to kind of like what I did last time, a month to each design.
Yeah,
Because
it
the
seems the
original
most
ones I
beneficial
did
so you
like
get good at
Thunderbolt.
one, right?
Yeah, the one I did before, I did like Thunderbolt like most of the year, which helped me progress Thunderbolt, but it didn't help me anywhere else.
Yeah, right.
Um, and then the second one we did, I did a different design every month. But then that didn't really help me. It helped me get new designs and kind of bring more of the fleet like up in numbers overall, which was great. But I still didn't advance the individual plane that much.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I may take one plane throughout the whole year, but each month do something different. I don't know yet. I've been thinking about it.
All that crap would be helpful, definitely. So
Or
yeah,
at least do it for like 2 months and then switch designs and then do 2 months and then switch designs. But I want to do like 1 month of like not even a month, but like pick a design, build it, and then the next day, like, how do I advance that? What can I do differently? And then maybe for like that week, that's what I work on. Like getting a new tech to work on that plane each day.
that is truly ambitious. That if that can happen, that would be really good for you.
It would, but I need to push myself.
Well, and
And
root
I
out the
think that's gonna
saboteurs.
yeah.
If that is indeed the case, if that is indeed
Yeah.
the case, I'm just saying
Yeah,
that
I don't
because
know
it's
how
funny.
this one.
I'm just saying
Yeah,
that because
this
it's
time.
funny. I have no meaning behind that, but
Oh yeah, no, I agree. And even this time, like I truly don't know how it happened this time. Like before, I've always had speculations, but this time I know either I left it somehow by accident because I was in a rush, which I think that's what happened at this point, but I could have sworn that I had seen them in the storage unit before because I had moved them around and like gone through it over the time. And then all of a sudden, like now I can't find them after I moved everything out. And I'm
yeah,
the only one that hardly ever went in there. Like it wasn't like anybody else was in there. So I don't know what happened. Like I really don't. I just maybe they were in the RV somewhere and then they got lost when it they got taken away.
I mean that is a distinct possibility because
That
of
I'm
how that
thinking
happened.
about it now. That is a possibility that we didn't clean that out all the way like we thought we did. And it was somewhere in one of the storage compartments that we thought we cleaned out, but we didn't. Because there's stuff we left in the RV that was part of the RV stuff. So it could have been in a behind one of those boxes.
Damn, that would be. Oh man, that would be
Now it
harsh.
suck because they totaled the shit out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they totaled the shit out of that RV. Um,
that would be harsh, but that's a good possibility, I suppose. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I didn't even really think about that until now.
Sucks that it happened that way, but yeah. Damn it, dude. I feel you on that one, man. That kind of hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, it does. It does. But yeah, I've gone through everything here multiple times, all the bins and all the boxes and stuff, and they're nowhere. So, and that's why I said like a randomly I found like a few here and there that were stashed in with other stuff that I packed away that was in the same area. But like I'm talking when I say handful, I'm talking about like 5 or 6 planes
Yeah.
and not the boxes that I packed away because I had hundreds.
Yeah, because you had the one a day still.
I and I had the pry fly, I had the palace, I had I had the line, I had oh my goodness, I'm so mad because I had so much. I had so much, and they're just gone.
Just
Everything,
fine.
everything, everything. But I'm gonna look at the names for what they are, and I have ideas for my lineup. So
That's really all that
just
bloody
note
matters, my
that
friend. That's really.
this is going to push me because I keep seeing names that I'm ticked off that I lost or that just never existed.
Well, yeah, but those go back to a
Black Knight
long
and Black
time
Squire.
ago.
I still don't know how we lost those. I don't know how I lost that box.
I
That
don't
was
know
a big
either.
old box too.
Yeah, I know that was actually kind of a crappy box, but yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know what we did with that one. Dang. I got some work to do, but I'm gonna get this database built first because that's been needed much longer. And once we get that built, then we're gonna be able to really get into detail on this stuff.
So again, people, big things coming. There'll be flights, of course. There'll be builds, of course. There'll be some tech. We're gonna bring the shows back. Not even slowly. We're probably flood you with them, but we're back. We're live. It's coming. So be ready for this database. Be ready for the dude. It's some good stuff on the horizon here. We've talked a good games. We need to back it the hell up.
I'll do one more quick thing while I'm working on this.
Oh yeah. Well, you see the
Insert
things that you have to do. So
button. I'm gonna put it up here. Make it smaller. Fire aircraft. Okay, that looks good. I just gotta put it over where I want it now.
what you whining for, puppy
Perfect.
butt? Puppy butt is over here whining his butt off.
That is minus self minus 5. That's what this is.
While he's thinking about it,
Dot
he's getting some updates in.
x minus
Always a good thing.
self
Always a good thing.
dot width minus 5. And boom, puts it over here.
Oh, retire
Now,
aircraft? Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You should. You know what? You need to do exactly that. You should copy that to the experimental sheet and then call it as a go active button so that it goes from experimental to active when they do that.
Noted. Yep. Um, oh, I've got to add that button into here, the experimental button,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
because it's got to be here.
You're right.
So, and then I only want this active if, what is the, okay. So the visible is going to be,
Oh.
yeah, bar edit my aircraft. Okay, so that's perfect. Cancel. Boom. You don't see the activate or retire button. You hit this and you can retire the aircraft.
There you go. Yeah. All right. All right.
Oh, I like that. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that button doesn't do anything yet, but it's there.
It
It doesn't
does.
do anything.
Oh yeah. That's right.
No.
You just put the button in
Yeah.
there.
I just got to put the, yeah, that's the thing. Like I put the button in there, but I got to tell the button what to do.
Yeah. 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 What does the
I mean,
button do?
it won't take me long, but I can do it. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight though.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. You don't have to. No.
Because I put a lot of stuff together, and then before I even like, and then once I get everything looking the way I want it, then I make make the page do what it needs to do.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So like all the buttons and stuff, like I get everything where it needs to be and what looking the way it needs to look, and then I go and make it function.
Oh,
So
so
like the save button,
you got a bloody method for it anyway, so you don't have to worry about it.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like these work because like I need them to function and control this gallery, filter this gallery. And this
Right.
button works because I need it to pull up this, but the save button doesn't do anything. The save button doesn't do anything because I haven't programmed it yet.
Okay.
Once I build this entire sheet out, then I go in and program the save button because I need to tell it what to save.
What to save?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
It,
All right.
I need to tell it what to save and where to save it.
Yeah, no, I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, duh.
Yeah. So
Because
I
it doesn't
can't,
know what it's
I,
saving. Yeah, what are we putting
yeah.
in that? Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm not doing this as like, they do have forms built into this, which work, but I like to do custom forms like this. So I like to build my own stuff because it's more, you can make it look however you want. You can, it's just, to me, it looks cleaner.
No,
All
yeah,
right, I
no,
also need to
dude, that
check
makes
and make
total
sure that
sense.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, this is lined up with the rest of it. It is. That just looks weird. Is the height of this the same? Is that 40? Yeah, that's just weird. It just looks off. Doesn't look as tall, but that's just my eyes being weird. Yeah. And I also don't have it set to refresh and clear out the form yet either, which every time you hit the new design button is supposed to be a blank form
Oh
with a new
yeah, huh?
code.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
That
with the
makes
most
entirely
current
new.
code.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is supposed to be, empty and this is supposed to be blank and all that stuff. The
Right.
only thing that's supposed to be filled in is this right here because the
Cause
code is just pulling it in
yeah, it
what it is.
autofills. Yeah.
Yeah, it autofills. And then once you switch it to experimental, this will switch to the MPX. Ooh,
Nice.
which means X can't be in the rotation of contractor codes, can it?
I mean, it probably shouldn't, just because it's like, well, I don't know, because
Yep.
everybody's got their X. It's not inclusive, but everybody's got their own code for it. So
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be there. So I need to
probably
take this and take X out of the equation. Everything else should be good.
right, right. I mean, it does look that way. So I mean, hell yeah, you got it.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, this took me a while. So I have to set the last code. So I have it pull all my planes, and then I have it pull the title column, which is the code, the contractor code. And then I have to tell it what alphabet I want to use, and I want it lowercase. And I may have to change this around for everybody. So this may just be mine, and then I may have to do one for every contractor. I don't know yet. But
These are all
then
just things we're spitballing, people. We're spitballing. We're trying to find
yeah,
new
and
ideas and
then
stuff. So
the next code is looking at the left, the far left prefix, the left two, which is um, MP, the left two of this code,
yeah.
which is MP, and then if this is less than or yeah greater than two, and the right contractor code is you know there or not there, I should say, it's going to go to A. So it's looking to see whether or not A is there. If A is not there, then it's going to give it A. And then if it is there,
It goes
it's
down the
going to go to the
line.
next it's going to go to the next letter in the alphabet.
Yeah. Dude, I love the way that comes together. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it basically says, okay, find the letter, and then if it's you know if it's anything other than A, go to the next letter in the alphabet. Basically, find out what letter that is, and then go to the next one. This was a pain in the butt. I tell you, like, this is one of the harder things that I've ever done because this code right here was a pain to write because I don't do a lot of this stuff. Like in my day job, we don't need a lot of this stuff because we have like employee ID numbers and all this stuff. So I can just like look at an employee ID number and tell it to match it to the employee that's logged in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if this email address matches the person that's logged in, then display all of their information because this is who's logged in. Like, that's super simple. Like, it's just looking at an email address and then saying, okay, here's your employee ID number, here's this, here's that, But I can't do that here. because yes, it knows who's logged in because I'm going to tell it, I'm going to give each one of you is going to have a unique email address when you log in, and it's going to know which contractor you are. But other than that, getting this contractor code is unique to you, not to, it still works for everybody else, but everybody does their stuff differently.
Yeah,
And
well,
like,
yeah.
and
I
like,
mean, our
and like
whatever
PAL
codes we
has
come up
four
with, yeah,
digits. Technically, PAL has 4 digits right now because he has the numbers and then the 2 letters.
yeah.
And his is different. So the first two characters are not the same, whereas my first two characters are the same. So I've got to completely do this, but reverse it for him.
Well, but also by the same token, that was like, well, no, he agreed that was a good code. So yeah, that was a good code. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was also, I think that was because wasn't that because he changed his? I could be wrong
Yeah.
about that, but I thought he changed his, and that's why he's got the two different codes. Now you got me questioning it because I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, but his is, when you look at it, his is
Oh yeah, okay.
his is numbered.
Yeah, right, right, right.
His is numbered and then TP after it, which
Yeah,
all the TP stays the same.
right.
He just needs to add TP to this one. That's it.
That can be done.
But this is not a hard concept to do. I just have to rewrite the code to tell it to look at the first digit. If it's, obviously it's going to be greater than 9, then it has to look at the first 2 digits. And if it's greater than 99, it's got to look at the first 3 digits, and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
But,
Okay.
but, and then give it TP afterwards, which I can auto set for him. But I'm going to have to do that for each individual person, how they want their code.
Well, I'm supposing
So
that should be, yeah.
instead of this generating just in general, because this is just looking no matter like who's logged in, this is looking and setting all of this based on who's logged in.
So you want all yours to say NASA's, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All mine are gonna say that when I go to do it. Because we're gonna update the spreadsheets like like at the very like that's the last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna update them and make sure they're each one is good to go with the information that we need,
Right.
and then we're going to I'm gonna save them, and overnight I'm gonna generate them into the database and have them populate into the different spreadsheets that they need to populate
I
into
dig
this
that.
stuff,
Okay. Okay.
because he doesn't have a lot like a rollout or first flight for any of these and all this stuff. It doesn't have to be updated.
You hear that, Robert? Hey, Robert, that's what we're talking about right there. Well, that was like one of the last things we talked about before I went on a hiatus. Is like, get us those rollouts, get us those first flights, tell us what those aircrafts are so we can fill this sheet up. Are you out there,
I
man?
mean,
You asked us about this. Here we go.
we don't have to fill it out, but what I'm saying
It
is
would be
like,
nice to have it, though.
well, he's just going to have to do it in the database afterwards
Yeah.
because it'll be blank in here when he goes to look at, you know, he's going to have a blank rollout date. It's just going to be rollout date and it's just going to be blank. So, for instance, uh, where's he at? Do you have, oh, right here. Oh, because you have him as TAP in this.
Oh yeah. Well,
That's why.
it's kind of like
Hang
yours.
on.
It's yours is the same
Nope, that's
way.
fine. Yep. I know, but I fixed mine. I didn't
Okay.
fix his.
You didn't fix it.
So I've got to go here and edit
I was gonna say, yeah, it's updated on the contractor list, so
this.
that does make sense.
No, it has him here as this.
Yeah.
So this is POW. So save. So watch how fast. So I just updated that, right? Watch how fast this updates. So boom, that
Oh yeah,
changed to
there you go.
POW.
Okay, yeah.
That changed to POW.
Like
Watch
it
this when I
should.
boom. That's how fast I updated it in like live time. So see how it's got a bunch of names but no dates.
Yeah.
He's just gonna have to click on it and he'll fill the information out.
We will have this, people. Robert, we just need to get
So
that out of there, see? So,
so yeah. Yeah. So we just gotta fill this information out. But he'll be able to fill it out here once if it doesn't fill it out on the spreadsheet beforehand.
okay, okay. Yeah, cool, cool.
Oh, this
Again,
is not
like where it's
supposed to
going.
be. See, I've got to work on this because see, this shouldn't be in edit mode with me in here, and this shouldn't be. Yeah, see, so it wasn't reset completely. So there's a slight glitch, if you will, in the functionality of me editing mine and then coming in and clicking on another contractor and it's staying in edit mode. So if I go into edit mode and then I hit this back button, it doesn't take it out of edit mode. So I've
Gotcha.
got to
Okay.
change this back button to make sure that that back button resets um the edit mode, or when I come onto the screen that it changes it instantly,
Yeah.
which is probably what I'll do. That's probably what I'll do. Matter of fact, that's probably what I'll do.
That's probably what he'll do.
And I'll probably do that right now.
That wasn't just convincing
So,
him. He's got this.
so let's do this. Let's look at this. Let's set this. So copy that. Come back to the screen. Add it here and change this to false. Save. So I'm in edit mode. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to click on his. And now it's not in edit mode.
Oh, much better, dude.
Simple fix.
Yeah, simple fix on that.
Simple fix.
Now, if only we could
And
get
I
the
can't.
streaming thing to do that shit.
Yep. Yep. See, this is why they pay me the big bucks. Because my brain knows how to think. This is why they pay me the big bucks and do this stuff. This is insane. I do want to add.
Wait, you're not getting paid the big bucks right now.
Yeah, I'm not. I was getting paid the big bucks. I'm not.
Let's get that right.
Nobody's getting paid the big bucks, or the little bucks, or any bucks. Freaking people, just get your act together and pass the budget, so we can build more aircraft. That's all, folks.
Here we go again. I had to do it. Get paid or else I'm going to be yelling like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, this is insane.
Well, you knew it was going to be like this. I mean, really.
I didn't think it was going to last this long, honestly.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think anybody thought it was going to last this long. But yeah, you knew it'd be something like this.
I figured it may go like a
week. That's what you
week.
get when democracies just decide to go to war with each other.
Yeah.
But I want to be a socialist republic, damn it.
Yep. Yeah, this is crazy. But yeah, like we said we were done like half an hour ago, I guess.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Yes, we're good. Wrap this up, and we totally chewed this up because we didn't do what we said we were going to do. That's okay because we're getting into the work, so we'll call it getting into the work, and we welcomed each other back, so we're back. People be on the lookout. We'll get more shows out. We weren't going to do it this way. We're going to break this show up, but like hey, let's be truthful. We really didn't have any breakups here, so we could have made it that way, but it was just a long, continuous string. So this was a podcast. Call it a podcast. I don't care.
Something.
But there will be more shows. Hopefully we'll get like all the exclusive little shows you were used to back there. The how to builds, most importantly. Yeah, because I got some going on. I got everybody's input on what they thought they were looking like, so I've done some alterations. So I have been doing a little bit of work myself behind the lines. So, but anyway, so appreciate y'all coming out. It was long-winded, but we got some stuff done. And be on the lookout for more stuff from everybody involved.
Yeah.